And Teal, who just did the Alice training with you, is the person that oversees all the workman's comp for the district. So he's going to talk just a few minutes about that.
Thanks. Took off my emergency hat and now I've got on my risk manager hat, which involves workers' comp. And due to the type of work that you all do, you all are among the folks here in the district that tend to have the most injuries. So I just want you all to know how important it is that you all fill out the paperwork when you all are hurt. Is this coming over the speaker? I can't tell. Okay, because I'm not speaking up like I was before. The workers' comp, if you all get hurt, there are 3 forms that I need, and they need to be filled out the day of the injury. That is the first report of injury, the medical waiver, and then the supervisor report, which you all don't do. So you all have to fill out the first report of injury and the medical waiver. The first report of injury basically just tells the who, what, when, why, where, how it happened. I need that so that I can turn it into the insurance company. It also covers you down the road. So the classic example is the person that might be going out to inspect their bus before a route. There might be a slick spot out in the lot, and you slip and you hit your knee, and you go, it's probably nothing. I'm just gonna go on, without it. Or they'll want to say, hey, I don't want to fill out the paperwork, but I just want you to know this happened. No such thing. You can't just let us know. If you're going to report the injury, you need to put it down on paper, okay? But that covers you. Because if in 3 weeks it hasn't gotten better, or you're back, or something like that, if you haven't reported it, then we've got a late injury report. It may have to run through your regular insurance. It might involve money coming out of your pocket initially, and it just makes the thing a lot messier. So if you get hurt at work, and there is any chance of it turning into something down the road, I'm not saying, I don't know, you scratch your finger, and I just want you to be reasonable on what you report. Report an injury. You don't have to report a scratch, because there's really no chance of that really turning into something down the road. I'm talking bones, muscles, vision, anything that you might have to go see the doctor in 3 or 4 weeks. I want you to fill out the paperwork, okay? Because that's going to cover you down the road. It used to be that everybody would go, hey man, you need to go to the doctor to cover yourself. And they would go, they would spend, it cost us $400 or $500 as a school district to cover yourself. This paperwork is what covers you now. You don't have to go there just for the heck of it. Because pouring $400 or $500 up for, just to cover yourself over something that's not messed up now, but you just want to make sure that somebody else is responsible for it if it turns into something down the road. Don't do that, because that adds up over time. That's raises, that's programs, that's stuff that we don't need to be just blowing money on. But what we can do to protect ourselves is fill out that paperwork. I file it with the insurance company right away. If in 2 weeks your ankle hasn't gotten better or your knee hasn't gotten better, then you can go over to St. Elizabeth Business Health, hopefully, and get that checked out. Does that make sense? So just fill out the paperwork. Your supervisors have that paperwork here. They know what needs to be filled out. But it's supposed to leave when the injury happens, and then they go, well, I'll fill it out later. And they go to the doctor, and then the doctor says, no, you can't come back to work until your shoulder's better, your knee is better. Then I don't have the paperwork, so it doesn't get reported in the prescribed time that we have to turn these in. Then you run into that whole thing, dealing with your insurance company. A lot of bills will be coming to you. It's not to say that we can't get it taken care of down the road, but it's going to be a lot more hassle for you if you don't fill out the paperwork right away. Plus, we get dinged as a school district, and our rates go up if we don't turn those in time. So I beg of you, please, that's the main thing. Just fill out the paperwork, and we'll get you taken care of from there. If your work status changes, make sure your supervisor knows and that I know, because it can affect your pay. okay? I want to make sure that you get paid, and I work with the folks at payroll to make sure that it gets done right. So, any confusion, anybody? That's all I've got. I'm all done. Thanks.